Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us all this truth to rule well. I was listening to a brother, and he brought out this point about Moses, and I just had to make this video because it's been on my spirit. It just recently came up. That I started thinking about that order that was set through Moses, okay? And you had people that came up against the order of Moses, and what did the Most High do? Destroyed them, So, what? First, let me get this one. Numbers 12:1, all right? I'll come back to it. Lord willing, the Spirit will have me come back to it, because they're saying that Great Millstone is out of order with women. Okay, they're saying that our order with women is not correct. All right, well, if that's the case, you show me through scripture that the order is not correct. We don't tell women to get off our pages and none of that nonsense, man. We tell women to get in order. The exact opposite of what people are claiming. We tell women to get in order, to listen, to pray, to fast. These are things that a woman needs to do as well. So it says, number 16:1. Now Korah, the son of Izhar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abiram, and the sons of Eliab, and On, the sons of Peleth, the sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Moses, with certain of the children of Israel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. All right, and that's what these men are looking for now, man. The ones that come up against the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. These men are just looking for fame. They're 15 minutes of fame. That's all they want. They want women after them, men praising them. They want their flesh to be praised, man. And that's a constant rebuke, man. You got to constantly rebuke that demon, all right, that wants your flesh to be held up high. That's a constant rebuke. You got to constantly rebuke that demon, man. It's not wise to stay within those ranks. When you first come in, like when I first came in, and in my eyes, after I started learning the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, I was like, hey, man, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with me, and it's a happy feeling, of course, but then soon comes corruption out of the mind of an unlearned person, a novice, okay? So out of my mind, I was like, well, maybe the Most High is only dealing with me. And as soon as I thought that thought, I was like, man, you need to shut the fuck up. Okay? What makes you so special that these men that have been pushing for 30 plus years, okay, are void of knowledge now, according to you? Constantly had to rebuke myself, man, when I was first in this truth. I'm only in it about 3 years. But the first year was the most struggle I've ever had, man. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai always made my mind strong to where I can persevere and climb through things like that, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But the same thing with these elders, especially pushing for 30 plus years, man. And these brothers that have been pushing 10 plus years, older brothers, man. Some of them are rougher than others. But that's the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And like Elder Apostle Gabar said, really that's the spirit we should all be in. To be rough like Yahweh Shai, man. But Yahweh Shai had plenty qualities that, trickles down to us. So it says, number 16:3, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron, and he said unto them, ye take too much upon you. You see, saying you're not an apostle. An apostle's what? It is a elder leader of the messengers, man. Okay? An apostle is a messenger of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know? Especially an elder leader, man. An elder leader is an apostle of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, rightly getting the title of apostle. And that's what these dudes are so mad about. You're taking too much upon yourself. You know? It says, ye take too much upon you, seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and Yahweh is among them. Wherefore, then lift ye up yourselves above the congregation of Yahweh. And that's the mindset that these men have. You know, and the brother Shammai, that used to be in the New York camp, you know, had brought this point out. But he was going a different way, and he only brought it up. And I was like, man, that's the spirit, because that's been on my spirit as well. You know, thinking upon Moses and how people came upon his order or against his order. The same thing with King David, man. You know, Yahweh the Most High anointed David through Samuel. Okay, and you had all these Israelites that opposed David, man. And you had Benjamites, okay, that opposed David simply because King David took the throne. Like, oh, you took the throne of one of our brothers of Benjamin, which was King Saul. You know? And that dude was cussing and cursing at King David and throwing shit at him. And his bodyguards were about to take that man down, and David said, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Let him do what he has to do, because the Most High set his ass up to do what he had to do. And King David knew this, man. So likewise, we know this as well. That's why when Moses was told that he's taking too much upon himself and he's doing too much and he's putting himself above the congregation and this and that, this was Moses' reaction. And it was the same thing that King David had, man. Okay? King David and King Moses had the same reaction. Numbers 16:4. And when Moses heard it, he fell upon his face. That was it. You know? That was it. The same thing, man. King David fell upon his face and King Moses fell upon his face. You know? And he said, look. Okay? King David said, look, whatever the Most High said was going to happen, it's been happening. All right? Nothing goes out of his order. Nothing goes out of his hand. You see? And what happened? King David was multiplied. You know, increased. And then his sons, you know, his sons came against him in that time that Benjamite came up against David. But even after that, he had more sons. And a righteous son, King Solomon, which was Yahushua, man. You know? So it says, verse 5, and he spake unto Korah and unto all his company, saying, even tomorrow Yahweh will show who are his and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him, even him whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. You see? So it wasn't Moses that put himself in that seat, man. Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Ramlab, Elder Apostle Rakah, they didn't put themselves in those seats. Okay? They didn't walk up to the congregation the first day of school and walk straight to the front of the class and sat down in the teacher seat, man. That's not how it went. They were humble. Okay? They sat themselves in the back. And what happened? The Most High scooted them up a chair. And what happened after that? The Most High set them up in a desk in front. And then another, and then another, and then another, until eventually the Most High set up Apostle Tahar on down as apostles. You know, the apostles of Yahushua, first they were disciples. The apostles of the Yahushua didn't come in and become leaders as soon as they came in, man. They came up under an order. You know? They didn't walk with Yahushua and say, yeah, Yahushua, we know what you know. We're the same. You know? And that's how these people are coming up, man. And I'm making this video mainly for younger brothers, You know, that you constantly got to rebuke yourself, you know, because that's how I am. And Lord willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai keeps me going in the same path that he has been going now. Adawan Ratazah, Lord willing, I'm part of that number. You know? But it says, verse 6, do, take you censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before Yahweh tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom Yahweh does choose, he shall be holy. Ye take too much upon you, ye sons of Levi. All right? And really it's the other way around, man. They're looking at Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar that call themselves apostles, and we call apostles because they are apostles. All right? I went into that word apostles yesterday. It means a messenger. You know? An angel's a messenger. Okay? But a leader of the messengers is an apostle, which would be Elder Apostle Tahar on down. You know? And you have these guys, you know, his YouTube page has only been up for about 3 years. You know, about same as me. 2 years and a little. You know? I don't know if they were doing the work before, but they're setting too much upon themselves, thinking that they can lead all of Israel, man. And then posting scripture saying, if the blind lead the blind, then they fall into a ditch. And that's true. The scripture is true. But they're not applying it in the correct sense. You know? So we ourselves, especially the ones that come under the order of Great Millstone, you know, we got to set ourselves to be under a rulership, man. You know? Like the brother that was teaching me, you know, he would set up, hey, look, this is what it has to be. You know, I would try to follow whatever he would tell me to do to the best of the ability, because he would always provide scriptures. You know, I never once bucked up to the brother saying, well, what puts you in charge? You know, because very early on, I realized that they were set up before me for a reason, man. They were set up before me for a reason. And that reason was not for me to buck up against it. Okay? Yahweh Shai wasn't set up so that the apostles can buck up against Yahweh Shai. You know? You might have some unbelievers because they're void of that knowledge, like Apostle Paul. But then what happened to Apostle Paul? He was set up by Yahweh Shai to be an apostle. You know? He was set up to be an apostle by Yahweh Shai, man. You know, he wasn't part of the original 12, but he was also an apostle. You see? So it says, verse 9, seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the power of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the service of the tabernacle of Yahweh, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. You know? And who gave Moses the law, statutes, and commandments? Did he give it to himself? No, the Most High gave it to him. So that right away just should indicate, all right, the Most High is dealing with that man. That's the man I want to follow, right? In the book of Proverbs, and I read this yesterday, Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5, it tells you, all right, if you truly are a wise man, then what you're going to do is repent. Okay? You're going to repent of those thoughts that you thought. Okay? And you're going to come up under the order. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning. All right? So, yeah, you learn, you know, and you call them elders as well. Why? Because you learn from them. But then it says, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. So who are those wise counsels? If you're the wise counsel, okay, who are you going to go to when you have questions of the scriptures? Or are you just going to start making shit up? And that's what these other people do. And what does the Most High do? Take them out. He takes them out of the equation, man. You know? So it says, verse 10, and he hath brought near unto him. Let me see me go down. It's like it. Verse 10, and he has brought thee near to him and all thy brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee, and seek ye the priesthood also? Salak. Verse 11, for which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against Yahweh. And what is Aaron that ye murmur against him? All right. It says, and Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram and the sons of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land that floweth with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except thou make thyself together altogether a prince over us. Moreover, thou hast not brought us into the land that floweth with milk and honey, or given us an inheritance of fields and vineyards. Wilt thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. All right, because they're like, well, what you're teaching is that we're going to go to a land of flowing with milk and honey, and we haven't been there. You know, what you're trying to do is just kill us. You're not really with the Most High. That's what they're saying about the RFID chip, the Maxine. You know, it's the same story over and over and over, man. You know, and whenever I look at Moses and King David, I see so many, what is it called? Similarities from the way they died, you know, to how they were treated. The same thing with King Masha, which we believe to be the reincarnation of David. You know, it just makes perfect sense, man. You know, which Peter was also a reincarnation of David, because his name is Petros, which means a rock. And Yahweh said he was going to start his foundation on a rock, you know, which would be Peter. But anyways, it says Numbers 16 and 15, and Moses was very wroth and said unto Yahweh, respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou and all thy company before Yahweh, thou and they and Aaron tomorrow, and take every man his censer, and put sense in them, and bring ye before Yahweh every man his censer, 250 censers, thou also and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle and the congregation with Moses and Aaron. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the glory of Yahweh appeared unto all the congregation. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment. Okay? The Most High appeared himself, and everybody was like, wow, see, the Most High's here. And then the Most High speaks to Aaron, and Moses says, get away from here. I'm about to fuck these dudes up, man. You know? And that's why we don't do those unity camps, man. You know? We might get consumed. Okay? Because what we're preaching is truth. You know? What we're teaching is iron, man. Iron sharpeneth iron. What you guys are teaching is clay, man. And just like this kingdom, clay and iron do not mix. You know? So it says, verse 22, and they fell upon their faces and said, O power, the power of the spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan and Abiram. And Moses rose up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tent of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in all their sins. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah and Dathan and Abiram, and every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out, and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives, and their sons, and their little children. And Moses said, hereby ye shall know that Yahweh hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own mind. You see? So if Yahweh Hashem Yahushai set up the brother before me, and the brother before me, and the brother before me, you know, if he set them up, he set them up for a reason, man. You know, it's not my job to come up against that order. You see? My job is to follow the order, man. A wise man will attain unto wise counsels. You see? And that's what we're trying to be, man. We're trying to be attained unto wise counsels from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai down the order, speaking through his prophets. It says, verse 29, and these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh hath not sent me. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then ye shall understand that these men have provoked Yahweh. And it came to pass, as he had an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave under them that was under them, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all their men, and that appertain unto Korah, and all their goods, they all that appertain to them, went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. All right, so when the time comes, man, and these destructions and all these things start happening, you're not going to give a shit about what we said about dreadlocks. You can't have dreadlocks. You're not going to give a shit about what we said about the order of women. Women are wicked. You know, wine is wicked. The women are wicked. The children are wicked. That was King Solomon, man. You know, but yeah, you clown at the apostles because they said that. You know, all this stuff that you were taught by Great Millstone is not going to be thrown out the window, man. You're going to try and catch everything that you threw out the window. Okay? Because when the time comes, just like all those rebel Israelites did with Moses, when time comes, you're going to try and gather yourself together, and it's going to be too fucking late, man. That's why right now is the time. Now it is time to wake up out of sleep, for our salvation draweth nearer than when we believed. You know? And we believe our salvation to be drawing very near, man. So now it is drawing even nearer than that. You see? So pretty soon, these Israelites that come up against the order, that come up against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay, are going to be scattering, you know, running, trying to gather themselves together in order to make it. And if you don't have the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, according to Isaiah 33, that's what's going to keep us safe. You know? So it's better for you to sit in the back of the class and not name yourself a teacher, and especially not call yourself educating a teacher, man. You know? Because what does a teacher do? If you're in class and a teacher says, well, you know, if the molecules do this and you do that, and you're like, no, this is how it really is, teacher. You got to do it like this and like this and like that. What is that teacher going to do, man? He's going to discipline your ass. You know? In the same like manner, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai is going to discipline you for coming up against the order, man. The elders are not going to do anything. Okay? The elders are not going to discipline you. They're not going to whoop your ass. But the Most High is. Look what happened to Comfy. You know? The Most High is the one that set up this order, man. So this is Numbers 12:1. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman that he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. Okay? Now, did he sin? Okay? Was he going off? You know? They're looking at Moses like, oh, look. See? The Most High is not dealing with this. The Most High is not dealing with Moses. Look at him. He married an Ethiopian woman. You know? It says, and they said, hath Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Has the Most High spoken only by Elder Apostle Tahar? That's the mindset of these reprobates, man. And that's what they are. They're going to be set up for destruction. Okay? And it's a damn thing, man, for an Israelite to die like a fucking Edomite. But yet you're going to see it. That's why it's important to get right, man. It says, and especially you women, man. You know, coming up against the prophets, hurting the brothers, man. And the women that are with brothers, man, they don't appreciate him like what he really is. That man is is a jewel, man. You know? That man is a jewel. You are jewels, brothers. And you should be treated as so. But if you're not, then we have to suffer what we have to suffer, man. And if she depart, let her depart, man. You know? Because in the kingdom of heaven, guess who they're going to be looking for, man? They're going to be looking for you. They're going to be wanting you. And really, that's even before the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have a lot of women wishing, damn, I wish I would have gone with the brother so-and-so and the brother so-and-so. You know? Another left, like they say in Spanish, el perro sin las dos tortas. You know? The dog without the two breads. You're looking at one bread and say, man, this bread looks good. You're looking at the other bread and say, man, this bread looks good. And he can't decide between the two breads. And what happens? Both of the breads get taken away. And he's just left there like a fucking dog, man. You know? The same thing with you women. You're going to be left there like a bitch. You know? So the women, especially the women, have to get right, man. Because Miriam was the first one that's mentioned. Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses, you know, being influenced by Miriam, man. It says, hath he not spoken also by us? And Yahweh heard it? You see? So like it says, has he not spoken also by us? And Yahweh heard it. Now the man, Moses, was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And that's what made Apostle Tahar the Apostle Gabar, even the elders, man. Elder Yashawamba, that's what made him an elder. You know? The South Carolina camp, I always forget his name, you know, but that elder, you know, that's what made him an elder. Kazakh, that's what made him an elder. Meek, and with meekness came what? Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A growth. And they were set above men to rule over those men. You know? It says, and Yahweh spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out, and Yahweh came down into the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. All right, you can see Miriam's face, man. Whenever the brothers broke this down, you could see Miriam's face. You know, she was like, see, he called unto me and Aaron. Didn't call Moses. Okay, but this is Proverbs 27, so like at 28 and verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek Yahweh understand all things. You see? So that's the principal thing, seeking Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, praying, fasting, reading, studying, taking care of yourself, man. You know? And the Most High will increase you, whether little by little or in a sudden, he'll increase you dramatically and then continue you little by little. You know? But it's always a balance to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. You know? So it says Numbers 12 and 6, and he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, Yahweh, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so. Okay? Moses wasn't spoken to by Yahweh in a dream. It says, who is faithful in all my house, with him will I speak mouth to mouth. All right, so he says, sit your ass down, Miriam. Okay? They came up against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and he was like, look, if I speak to a prophet, it's going to be through dreams and visions. Okay, and in those dreams and visions, you usually see those through Great Millstone, man. You know? It said, but Moses, I didn't speak to him in a dream. I spoke to him mouth to mouth, man. Face to face, nose to nose. Okay? It says, with him I spake mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the similitude of Yahweh shall be behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? Okay? So first and foremost is Moses, and then it's the prophets. And if the Most High has declared us to be prophets, then who are you to say that we're not? Okay, who are you to say that, look, the Most High deals with me and not with you hundreds of men and thousands of brothers of Great Millstone, calling us reprobates and degenerates? You know, it's one thing to rebuke, and it's another to fucking clown on, man. It's another to try and pick a fight. You know? These are just men that came in their own way. You know, thinking the Most High deals with them, when in fact the Most High is dealing with Apostle Tahar on down through Great Millstone. And we know that there's brothers out there that are sincere, and they're going to come into the stead of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. We don't doubt that. You know? But for us younger brothers, and especially talking to myself, what we have to do is stay in order. Stay in order, man. Scriptures talk about a man of the Lord will seek, okay, instruction, to be instructed. You see? So I hope that was edifying. And with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakwadash, and Shalom to Yakim out there, Quath, listening and learning. Shalom.